Well, good afternoon, but by the time you see it, it'll be good evening. Today is Thursday, February 18th. We do have a birthday today. Today is Susan Moon's birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Susan. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. Well, hope you have a great day. Been hearing from everybody how bad their weather is everywhere. It just seems that this winter is like, it's really hitting us this year, I guess. Everybody's getting really, it feels so bad for people in Texas. It'd be one thing if you're used to having a lot of snow and cold weather, but when you're not used to it, that makes it even worse. And then, oh my gosh, I can't even imagine not having any heat or water or standing in those long grocery lines. Oh, I feel so bad for you guys, I really do. So hopefully in Texas things turn around for you rather quickly. Jim and I are working on our puzzle. Here, I'll show you a little clip of our puzzle that we're working on this year. Here's the new puzzle that we're working on. And this is how much progress we've made. It's 1,000 pieces. The dogs are giving us a little bit of a problem. And the cat too. Not so much this year. Well, it is this year. We like to do 3 puzzles a year. We've already done 2. And I had a snowman one that I was going to do, but then we saw this one. We thought it was cute, so we decided to get that one. And I don't know if we're going to do the snowman. It depends on how long this one takes. This one is another 1,000 pieces, so I don't know. We chose poorly once again because it's kind of complicated. The 2 of the dogs look exactly alike, so it's kind of hard to figure out which pieces actually belong to which dog. And that rug, that rug was really hard. You would think it would have been easy, but that green rug was really hard. But I love a challenge. I love a good challenge. And my weight loss, kind of segue into that. It's really been a challenge this last couple months. My first year, I was really gung-ho, I was really good. My second year, I still was doing pretty good, really kind of confident. Third year, yeah, okay. Fourth year, I did really well during the pandemic because I didn't eat out. I didn't get fast food, I didn't get restaurant food. I prepared all my own meals. And it wasn't until December that I kind of started eating out again, and that's what kind of waylaid me. But what I do like about it taking so long for me to reach my goals, because I watched a couple channels and they've reached their goals pretty quickly, and I'm really proud of the fact that they did. I really am. I could have reached mine just as quickly, I guess, if I would have been a little bit more dedicated, but I'm proud of the fact that this is the first diet, because it is a diet, I've ever been on in my life that I've stuck to it for this long. And it's not so much that, I think, like I've said this before, that I always think that a diet is just how you choose to eat. It doesn't necessarily mean that you have to deprive yourself of anything. And I just know that when I started on Weight Watchers, I just realized that this is the way I have to eat the rest of my life, and so I'm going to enjoy it. So if it takes me a while, it's going to take me a while. I have no regrets. But like I said in my little quote there at the beginning, I don't have regrets, but I've, lessons learned. Because, I can regret having the bad weekends like I do. I have a lot of lost weekends. And then I don't mean with alcohol, I mean with food. And everybody has some sort of, not everybody. I always say everybody, and I don't mean it like in the sense of everybody. Most people have some sort of addiction to something, whether it's like playing cards or watching TV, or eating too much food, drinking too much alcohol, doing too many drugs, smoking too many cigarettes. I think that, we can have an overabundance of things in our life that we don't necessarily mean to have and need to have in our life. And but I think that you have to learn somewhere along the line where you're going with the choices that you're making. And my lost weekend always revolves around food. And I always think of it, and I still do to this day, 4 years later, that I'm so good Monday through Friday, I deserve to have Saturday and Sunday off. And that's not a way to think about food. Food should be used just as a purpose as fuel. And so the regrets that I have is that it's taken me so long to come to this realization. But I've learned from the experience from it. So as long as you keep learning from your past and realizing that the mistakes that you're making, most people make, you aren't alone. And like I said, I don't have a problem sharing my ill choices, as they say. When I told my sister that I had told you that on Sunday I had a sleeve of Girl Scout cookies, she just laughed, because it's like she's I can't believe that you admitted that. And I just, sometimes you just have to say out loud what you're doing wrong and realize that that might help someone else if you do that. That someone else might not think, well, I'm the only one that does this. I know that switching my weigh-in day to Fridays was a better choice for me. But in a way, it really wasn't, because before I would go crazy on Saturday when I got weighed, and then I would go crazy again on Sunday. And for some reason, I still have that mentality that I need to go crazy on Saturday and Sunday. And I'm still working on that. Like I said, I'm a work in progress. I'm still trying to figure out why I do what I do. I just, I don't know why I do what I do. But in a way, I do know why I do what I do, because I think I'm depriving myself. And I'm really not. I'm really not depriving myself. So you can't get anywhere by looking in the rear view mirror. You can see where you've been and learn from that. And so I've been looking in the rear view mirror, and I've decided that, especially during Lent, that I'm not going to have lost weekends. And hopefully, which I say every Lent, hopefully by the end of Lent, I'll have established a new pattern, because they say habits are established within 4 weeks. Lent is 6 weeks, or maybe 7 weeks. I think it's 7 weeks. 40 days and 40 nights, but then the weekends. See, that's another thing. Sundays don't count. That was another thing that always threw me out, because when I went to church, they always told you that Lent really was Monday through Saturday, and that Sundays was not a day of Lent, because that's why it's 40 days and 40 nights. But then, I don't know how true that is. I never really counted the days, but I think it's, I don't know. I thought I figured this out last year, but I don't remember. But anyway, I always had the plan that on Sundays I would just do what I wanted, and that's why I went crazy anyhow. I don't plan on doing that this year. To me, Sunday's going to be a part of Lent. So if I have 49 days in Lent, then I have 49 days rather than 40 days. But I just know that I have to stop beating myself up. I have to know that I'm struggling, and accept the fact that I'm struggling. I love the support and encouragement that you guys give me, because that really keeps me on track. It really does keep me from going even crazier than I could possibly go. And just know, I'm always going to have my trigger foods around me. It's easy to say. It is so easy to say. You know what? Donuts are going to be your downfall. Don't bring donuts into the house. I'm going to bring a donut into the house, because I can't think that the rest of my life I'm not going to have a donut. And I have to learn that donut can't control me, that I control that donut. The same with like ice cream and candies and stuff. Like I have these candy jars on the sink right there. But they're sugar-free. But I'm not going to eat them during Lent, because they're still chocolates. But that's a sugar-free chocolate almonds. Those are just pretzel rods. And that's sugar-free like bark chips, like caramel and things like that, is sugar-free. And then my other one is my tea bags. But I think that a lot of times I have that stuff out, and I know that people say you shouldn't have them out, Sandy, because that's going to tempt you. I think I need it for my own personal things, just to know that I can overcome it. That might not work for some other people. Sometimes it doesn't work for me. But for the most part, it does work for me, that I know that I have more power over that piece of chocolate that's sitting there tempting me to have a piece of chocolate. Even though it's sugar-free, it's still calories. Like they say, calories in, calories out. And I'll be honest that sometimes just eating the sugar-free chocolate leads me over to the candy basket that's Jim's that has candy in it, because the chocolate, even though it's like a sugar-free chocolate, it still sets something off in my mind that says, oh, you need chocolate, you need chocolate. But I just have to admit my struggles, admit my deficiencies in my struggles, in my diet plans, and just move on from there, because I am stronger than a candy bar. I really am. My willpower is stronger than a candy bar. And I have to stop making the excuse, so this is the way I'm going to eat the rest of my life. Well, yeah, it is, but within reason. Within reason. I had another lost weekend, like I told you, last weekend, and probably gained 3 or 4 pounds. I don't know. I didn't get on the scale, but I know how badly I ate. Why did I do it? I don't know. Is it because trigger foods were in the house? Probably. Probably. Should I get rid of them? Yeah, probably. Will I? No. I won't. I know I won't. And I have to face the consequences of that choice. My choice is to get rid of them, realize that they have more power over me than I think I have over them, lose my weight, bring them back into my food plans, and then forget that I learned how to control them in the right way and go crazy all again and then gain all my weight back again. So I can't do that. I have to keep things around me, learn how to eat them in moderation, not in excess, and enjoy them in moderation, not in excess. And know that we can do this. I know we can do this. I know I can do this. I know I can. And I know that I just need to have a little bit more belief in myself. I do believe in myself. I really, truly do believe in myself. And I really believe I'm going to hit my goals. But I just want to get there so soon. But then if I get there too soon, and I know you're saying, Sandy, it's been 4 years. It can't be too soon. Obviously, it can be too soon. It could be too soon for me to be at my goal right now. Because if I get to my goal right now, like overnight, I think the last couple months' struggle proves to me that I'm just not really ready to be at my goal yet. Do I want to be there? Oh, yeah. Am I ready? I don't think I am ready yet. And I know that makes no sense. It probably makes no sense. But to me, being ready means that I don't have lost weekends. And until I stop having lost weekends, I realize that I have not controlled my eating habits. And so I have to strive a little bit harder to do a little bit better and stop living with regrets, because like I said, regrets are just life lessons, and you learn from your mistakes, and I'm still learning. Trust me, I still make mistakes. The reason I still share all of this on my channel is because I think a lot of us struggle. I think a lot of us do. There's a lot of us that have no problems. We can wake up every morning and this is our day and we follow our plan and we lose our weight. I wish that was me. I really wish it was me. I have no problem sharing my struggles. I have no problem showing you when I failed, because I think that if I'm just an example that you are not alone, it's worth it. It really is worth it to me to share it with you. So, what do you guys struggle with? I struggle with the weekends. That's my biggest struggle, the weekends. And it's like, I'm retired, so why is it any different than any other day? I'll admit there are days when I wake up, I have to think, what day of the week is this? Because they're all running together with the pandemic. I'm never getting out, as I'm looking outside at about 10 inches of snow. It's like, will I ever be able to get out there and go for my walk again? I really think that when I can get back out walking, get my mind back fresh setting and stuff, start my day off with a walk, I'll have a whole better frame of mind. Not that I have a bad frame of mind. I don't want it to sound like that, but I just, I don't know. I'm struggling yet again, but you know what? I'll struggle and struggle until I reach my goal, and then even then I'll probably struggle in maintenance. But I've learned from my struggles. Hopefully you can learn from your struggles too. So if you're new to my channel, please subscribe, leave a comment, hit that like button, share if you think somebody might like to see this. Always believe in yourself and be safe. And I will talk to you guys tomorrow.